best in NBA coverage with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. It's Western Conference versus Eastern Conference here in Dallas, Texas, where the Mavericks will try to protect home court. And it's the Mavericks to start out. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so, in the game for the 76ers, Davis is out there with Chamberlain. Then there's Drexler. Then there's Irving. And it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Drexler kicks to Johnson. Over Iverson. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
Kicks it out to Allen. Opening night of the regular season, blue sky for every team, Doris. Optimism is high. Players thinking about all the possibilities ahead.
No doubt. It's a time of tremendous optimism for both the teams and the fans of these teams. And the culmination of the work you put into the offseason, who's improved their skill level, who's added a dimension to their offensive game. We're all salivating for the start of this year.
Cannot wait.
And how's that for a solo performance?
Well, you couldn't do it any better than that, Greg. Textbook execution on the break.
Now here's Iverson. And stolen by Chamberlain.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
And the basket by Johnson.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Irving surveying the floor. Pass to Chamberlain. Drexler outside. 5 to shoot. Over Allen. Again, Philadelphia.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
You're right. I mean, he's found his rhythm early. The defense has got to do a better job guarding him from this point on.
Now here's Nowitzki. Pass to Allen. Trying to find Shaq. He's got it now. He drains it from the right block. Shaq's got his first points in this one.
And O'Neal, just a brute on the block, simply overpowers the opposition.
Johnson against Iverson. Wow, way off on that.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside. I think when you talk about the Dallas Mavericks, it's not hard to think about the ownership. Driven, intelligent, committed, and the team has embodied those traits.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Fast break, Dallas. Allen's shot is off.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job. Boy, what a nice carom there, guys. He can really use that size and length to his advantage.
That's good from Shaq on the assist by Iverson. And it's a tie ball game.
I mean, it takes a lot to knock O'Neal off balance. A massive player who just fends off the D with ease.
Drexler passes to Johnson. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Iverson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Cans the 12-footer.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Oh, I'll tell you, that's good basketball. You have to get a little creative against the big man, but I love his initiative.
Here's Johnson. Back to Drexler. Inside. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Iverson kicks to Shaq. Shoots from the baseline. Chamberlain with the block. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. 76ers lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
I think one key is they've controlled the tempo so far. And I know it's early, but it helps to have this kind of lead.
And here are the 76ers now. So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Dennis Rodman. Ewing is out there with Anthony. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Petrovic in at the 2. Anthony with the bucket.
Well, if you let Melo get his feet set, turn the lights off.
Mavericks trail by 4. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A., thanks. No good on the 3. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Knicks in New York. Here's Jones, cans the shot from the wing.
Yeah, boy, it never gets old watching this guy go to work at the offensive end. He's so gifted.
Irving against Hardaway. Irving attacking. Kicks it to Ewing. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Ewing's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia. So it's the Mavericks now. Outside Hardaway. Outside Wilkins. Over to the left wing. Here's Parrish. A second chance effort, and he lays it up and in.
And the Chief making his presence felt on that offensive backboard. Doesn't look like he's outworking you until you see the ball drop through the net.
Now, here is Irving. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Anthony can't hit. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Irving against Hardaway. He kicks it to Parrish. Here's Wilkins, and he hits it to tie the game up. Wilkins has got his first 2 points. With the analysis, the defensive impact becoming more advanced, Doris, do you think that helps defenders gain recognition even when they're not putting up numbers in individual statistical categories?
Well, think about a recent winner of the Defensive Player of the Year, and that's Draymond Green, whose value becomes into sharp focus, particularly in the fourth quarter of games, when it becomes a possession ball game, and Draymond Green is flying around the floor in help defensive position, covering up for teammates' mistakes. I absolutely think, Kevin, increasingly because of the advanced metrics, that players can be defined outside of points and rebounds. So I love the impact of the numbers.
And here is Hardaway. The pass to Kemp to the paint. And it's Parrish missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Anthony finds Irving, and the rejection by Parrish.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
Let's see what they do here, Greg, right? Because you know they want to get a couple of possessions out of the time left.
Now here's Wilkins. Back to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Poke loose. From 11 feet away, Irving's shot is good. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Well, sometimes it's about shot selection. Kyrie Irving finds the weakness in the defense consistently.
Hardaway kicks to Wilkins. over Rodman, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Philadelphia ahead, up by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
I think we played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, I think to shoot a high percentage, your offense has to be in sync. And in the first half, those guys were sharing the basketball, playing for each other. Now it becomes a matter of being consistent at it.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they need to turn the heat up on D. Too often we saw them back.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far.
All right, Mavs fans, let's start the second half.
Philadelphia leading by 4. And one thing Rick Carlisle is known for is his accountability.
Right, and that extends to himself as much as it does the players who play for him. Listen, if this guy makes the wrong play call, he is going to make sure you know about that. And I think that's an approach you see from the top down in this organization.
Allen out there with Allen Iverson. Then there's Nowitzki. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Wilkins in at the 3. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Drexler against Allen. Drexler right side. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Dallas on defense. 4-point game. Johnson outside. 5 to shoot. That one drops for him. Johnson's got 6 points. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Johnson against Iverson. Passes it to Wilkins. Out to the wing. Here's Shaq. That misses off the backboard. The 76ers leading by 6. Irving passes to Johnson. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. A little shot fake there got the D out of position. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, the height advantage in this matchup becomes a big factor when he's in the low box.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Philadelphia on D. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Iverson outside. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wilkins, and it's sent back by Irving.
And not many guys Irving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight. Efficient and effective.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. There's so many great open floor players in this game. Who would be the scariest player coming at you on the fast break?
Kevin, I can't limit this to just one. Are you kidding me? How would you like to have LeBron James bearing down on you at 6'8", 250-plus pounds? Or the length of Giannis Antetokounmpo, who can cover from one end of the floor in the other in 4 or 5 strides? How about if Russell Westbrook's meeting me at the cup and he can dunk on my head? Or the young, talented Donovan Mitchell. I don't want any part of any one of those guys.
What great names, and you're right. Runaway freight trains, each of them. Hardaway's checked in for Wilkins. And so Allen will bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 10. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Iverson against Johnson. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball.
And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and 3-point shot attempts so far for the Mavericks.
And this shot chart shows just how effective their offense has been this season. They're the top-ranked team in the conference, and they've gotten there because of how multidimensional their offense has been. They don't get their points from any one specific area on the floor. They can score from all over the place.
High post, Davis. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. Over Allen. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And whatever the adjustments at halftime, they are looking really good right now.
Well, there's no doubt this quarter has been all about them. They've come out hot, and they're not showing any signs of letting up.
Ewing's checked in for the 76ers. Anthony comes in for Davis.
76ers. Patrick Ewing. Carmelo Anthony.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Nowitzki. Dallas again missing. Here's Philadelphia. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And it's Irving missing.
Boy, that's just the kind of tight defense you need to play on him. Any kind of room at all, and he'll bury it.
It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Anthony. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Dallas calls timeout.
You know, it'll be interesting to see what coach draws up here.
Well, they need to stop this run, and a great timeout that hopefully gives his team some energy.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Parrish comes in for Shaq, and it's Kemp in for Dirk Nowitzki. 36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Iverson. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Iverson's got his second bucket tonight.
And Iverson, no problem scoring over the contested arms of the defense. His focus just insane.
But they'll get another chance. Ewing's shot is good.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Boy, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Iverson. 17 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Iverson against Johnson. Pass to Anthony. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Anthony's got 8 points.
You know, the ability to seize the opportunity, see the daylight, get that position, and mellow, one of the best to ever do it.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Anthony out there with Irving. Then it's Magic Johnson. Then there's Drexler, and it's Ewing in at the 5. Harris, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Harris has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Dallas. The 76ers leading by 12. Ball's knocked loose. Johnson finds Anthony. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Hardaway passes to Kemp. To the inside, and it's Parrish with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Johnson dishes to Anthony. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
That's his second make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Hardaway kicks to Parrish. Iverson against Johnson. From 13, and it's Iverson missing. Philadelphia's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Allen against Irving. Now here's Johnson. Not a lot of room. And the rejection by Parrish. They retain possession. And he's able to get it back. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Allen against Irving. Allen kicks to Iverson. Pass to Kemp. Dallas moving the ball around. Johnson outside. Here's Anthony. Again, Philadelphia.
Timeout. Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Yeah, Greg, I think it's very difficult coming back in this instance. They have owned this game. Don't see them coughing up this lead.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 18. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Magic Johnson.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Iverson kicks to Wilkins. Shot clock at 6.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the 76ers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Johnson.
Boy, I love the priority he placed on his passing tonight. It inspired great player movement, great ball movement. It seemed to me they knew they were going to get an easy bucket on every possession.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Robert Parrish is checked in for Shaq, and Jones subbed in for Allen. Iverson, the jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
He is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
And it's the Mavericks on the break. The feed to Parrish. Fires at the elbow. No good there. Some solid defense there from Irving. Now the 76ers with it. Now the Mavericks moving it up. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Wilkins with the stuff.
And I'm not sure it's even possible to throw it too high for Dominique. He has a vertical plus the length, and that's an alley-oop waiting to happen every time he runs the floor.
Iverson against Irving. Left side, Rodman. Clock at 6. Back to Irving. Over Iverson. Irving, good.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out.